Hello everyone and welcome back. Today we'll be testing Lara Croft. It's something I promised, but because of the global championship, I cannot do it usually Monday to Friday because at night I usually finish late to work, working and then I don't have time to do it. So I only can do it during the weekends. Okay, so I will show you Lara Croft. My Lara is not completely maxed out. As you see, it's 5 stars, it's not 6 stars. She has all the skins, all the skills, and artifacts is maxed out, and glyphs is spending the critical hits and the agility. And the main reason for this is because I am waiting for the glyphs event. I didn't want to spend any of the glyphs, but I already am close to 500k, which is what you need for the glyphs event. So I say, okay, I can do 3, but I cannot do more because if I do it, I will not have enough, not for this one, for the future one. Okay, anyways, I think it's close to max out. Okay, the talisman is not amazing. I roll only 3 or 4 times because I'm waiting for a talisman event to roll maybe a little bit more. But I think it's probably is quite good for the majority of the use cases. Okay, I could be better. It's only I think 13k, could be 15k, and maybe someone got it better, but it's not my case. Okay, so here you see the stats. Main things: 260 of health, almost 60k of physical attack, 12k of armor, no magic defense at all, armor penetration 18,000, and critical hits 7,400. Probably when I do the glyphs, the critical hit will go to 8,500 or 400, and the physical attack will be the 60k that we were saying. Probably you are able to level up to 4 stars, a little bit more. Remember that the thing that counts the less is the stars of the hero. Despite everyone want to get the max out, is the thing that counts the less. Okay, so like this, it should not be too much difference for Lara. So this is what we have, and I would like to test it and see how it works. Okay, the first thing I realize of Lara, and this is based on her skills. We go by Lara, where are you here? Okay, Lara is a damage dealer, physical damage dealer, that does damage but also does healing. The damage she does is not a lot, it depends a lot on critical hits. So already when you depend on critical hits, it's usually uh, not good in attack because you could have very bad luck. There are other heroes where they can overcome the luck, like Jasmine, because the damage they do is already very high. It attacks 10 times, but this is not the case of Lara. Okay, there is a critical thinking I was mentioned before that increase the critical chance and the damage. Instead of being the double, will be the triple. Okay, this is the stun part, and you see the damage it does, which is a lot. And then you have this critical increase, which is not a lot. The idea is for the artifact bonuses and she attached to the artifacts. This is the main relevant thing, which is unique for a hero. So the question is Lara Croft good enough? So for attack, you have already too many physical attack heroes and also magic attack heroes that you will not, I don't see any situation when you will need Lara Croft. Maybe you will need it in defense, maybe, and we will see how good or bad she is in defense. Okay, so against what Lara is fighting, no? You know, like when you have a team, and probably one will be Dante Octavia, another will be Oya Tristan, and then another will be whatever could be nature with Masi, Albanor, Moyo, could be JJJ with Astrid or with Ginger. It could be Axas or Aiden Cesar, this type of combos. Other people maybe start playing for some particular combination with Satori, is a very old hero. You know, the people will play with Cascade, you know, there, or Amira, there will be different things, okay? But let's see what are the substitutions. I mean, you want to have 1 or 2 physical attack heroes because the third one will be Dante Octavia, I can tell you right now. And then you'll say, okay, which heroes I have? Okay, so Lara does damage in area, okay? A lot of damage to area. It's not like focused on one hero. For one hero, physical attack, we have Jasmine, which I think is much superior than Lara. Okay, for area, like hitting too many heroes, for this you have Artemis, and I think Artemis is superior to Lara because the difference with Lara, and we will see in the matches, is when you use Lara, she does a lot of damage, but it's like Heidi progressively. Okay, as time passes. Artemis, when Artemis ultimates, at least 1 or 2 heroes usually die. Usually, they are exception, but the majority of the time usually dies in the first ultimate. Okay, and this is the good thing of Artemis. And when she kills a hero, she gets an extra energy that will allow her to ultimate faster. This is not the case of Lara. So yes, Lara does damage, not a lot, but also does regeneration of health and does stance. And this is not something that all the damage dealer does. So if I want really to attack and do damage of multiple heroes, I will go with Artemis. If I want to focus on killing one hero as soon as possible, I will go with Jasmine. Then if I want to kill also in damage area around, I will go with Kayla. Okay, let me see where is Kayla. I mean Kayla here. Because Kayla jumps in the middle of the enemy team, so bypass the tank, which is the one that have health, but you don't care too much about it. Like what you want to kill is the heroes behind, usually the third, fourth, and fifth position. She will jump there, she will do a lot of damage, and if you don't have the correct counter, Kayla will do a lot of damage in the middle of the team. It will kill one, two, three heroes quite fast, and then the game is over. Kayla also is superior to Lara. So if Jasmine is superior, Kayla is superior, and Artemis is superior, when you are going to use Lara. There is not really a use of Lara in attack currently. I think there are better options, as I said. Okay, one of the things we need to take into account is there is a big difference here, which is which heroes need something that increase the damage of the hero. Like for example, for Kayla, she doesn't have armor penetration, so she really needs armor penetration. For Jasmine, exactly the same. They need armor penetration. So, and you have only one Tristan, which is really the one that is going to give you armor penetration. Morrigan is slow, and Cascade is slow to give you armor penetration. Okay, there are other heroes that will give you armor penetration, but they are weak. Okay, to be honest. So then you have Tristan. You can put Kayla or Jasmine, or you can put both Kayla and Jasmine, but you cannot put Jasmine with Tristan, and then another team you can put Kayla with Tristan because you only have one Tristan. There is something to take into account. Artemis has armor penetration, and then Artemis can go sometimes only with Fafnir, but it's slow. When she ultimates, will not be able to kill. Okay, she needs the armor penetration of Tristan. Okay, so this is the idea. Now you have a hero like Lara, sorry. Then if we go to stats, she has okay armor penetration level. Okay, 18,000. It's not amazing, but it's okay. Superior to Jasmine, Kayla, and if we go to Artemis, is a little bit higher than the Artemis one. Okay, so then it's like it fights against Artemis. Okay, as you see, it could be like I will use Lara instead of Artemis, but I think Artemis does more damage. Okay, also you have the smart arrow, so I think Artemis is better. So the idea here, what I see, in my opinion, will be maybe pay Oya Tristan with Kayla or Oya Tristan with Jasmine on both of them, and then the second team maybe is Fafnir with Artemis or Fafnir with Lara and something else. Okay, I have not yet decided if it's worthy or not, but for my test, Artemis is stronger than Lara. Okay, and I could be completely wrong. However, there are two teams where I think Lara could be good. Okay, so what are these teams? I have prepared here already my teams. Okay, so first thing I went is with JJJ. I think Lara is an engineer team, and JJ has a lot of things that, like particularly Isaac, that if the hero behind it is an engineer, it will increase the damage. So Isaac can increase the damage of Lara, armor penetration, etc., etc. Okay, so it could be very good with engineer. Also, engineer with the shields protect a lot of her. So the first version I went is normal engineer, but instead of using Ginger or Astrid, I use Lara, using Sebastian and Nebula. The other team is I'm going to use Astrid with Lara, or I'm going to use Ginger with Lara and see what is the overcome. And then finally, which I think is my favorite team, particularly in defense, is Fafnir with Lara. So JJJ with Fafnir and Lara. Okay. So to test this, very easy. I'm going first with Tav, with Tristan Artemis Fafnir, has been always the natural counter of progress. If I am able to beat or I'm able to get 9-1 or 8-2 or something like this, I will go with other traditional killers of progress team like Masi and Sesa, Aiden, this type of things. Okay, so let's go first with the traditional JJ. I'm going to use tough. Okay, let's see what is the result. 10-0. Okay, let's go with using Sebastian. 10-0. As you see, we don't lose anything in any of them. So using in the traditional JJJ, you can put Lara, you can put Astrid. Astrid is easy to counter, but it's better, but you can put also Ginger. There is no difference. For what we see, Tough is still killing quite easier. Probably Ginger is more difficult to kill than Lara in this composition. Okay, let's go with Astrid and let's go with a Ginger version. Okay, so Lara Astrid, Lara Ginger. Exactly the same. Let's go with the same team. 10-0. Okay, here you start to lose sometimes Luther because it's Astrid, but remember Astrid is super easy to counter with Iris. Okay, so let's go with here. Next team. My Ginger doesn't have armor penetration talisman, okay? Versus Ginger, as you see, quite easier. Let's do one thing. I'm going to create a team of JJJ, so Nebula, no. But I'm going to put Astrid and Ginger, okay, to compare the result versus Taff. Where is Julius? Isaac? I don't use this team anymore, so I have. Okay, so I'm going to use Ginger Astrid. Similar, but instead of using Lara, now I'm going to put this one. I'm going with Taff to see if the result is the same. 10-0, still the same. Okay, so you see it's very similar. And personally, you will be using Astrid in a much more team. So at the end of the day, it's like maybe you can go with this team, like the one that use Astrid and Lara for progress in attack, not in defense, because Astrid in defense is not good, but Astrid is much superior hero than Lara for sure, like 100%. Anyway, you see there is not too much difference. Like Tough start to destroy you anyway. Okay, then the last one is the one I was mentioning before, the ones with Fafnir. This is different, okay? And the idea of this is, in mind you have Oya Tristan, Kayla, Oya Tristan, Jasmine in one team, with maybe Kayla Aiden, with maybe Jasmine and something else, with Luther or with Astaroth, etc., etc. You have your Fafnir free, and then your Senko team will be JJ with Lara and Fafnir. Okay, let's see what happens here. Taff is not able to break any more progress if you play with Lara and Fafnir. Okay, I will do exactly the same, but putting Astrid. Okay, where is Isaac? Yeah. And putting exactly the same team, but with Ginger. Also remember, my Ginger doesn't have talisman of armor penetration, which is a very good talisman for her. Okay. Okay, let's go first versus Astrid. Same team. Remember, was 4-6 or 6-4 before, and it's 10-0. Okay, versus Astrid and versus Ginger. Lara does damage. Lara does health regeneration, so it's very good for a progress team than is a team that hold the line. As you see, Taff start to destroy these teams, but in the moment that is Lara is not able to destroy. So for engineers, particularly with the combination using Fafnir and Lara, this combo is quite good. Okay, like the one with Lara Fafnir is one of my favorite one with in engineers. Okay, I'm going now to go with the known counters, which is Cesa, Aiden, Martha, and Massey. Where are you, Massey? My Massey doesn't have yet the health skin, and they have released like out of the blue in the hero way, but it's going to level 28, so I don't know if I will get it this month or in 6 months, because level 28 is almost impossible. But anyways, it's health skin, the one they have released out to the blue. Anyways, let's go with this one. This was a traditional counter. This will harm a lot this team because Astaroth bans the energy of Fafnir. Okay, so take this into account, but let's see if at least you can do 9-1 or something like this. Like where before it will be a 10-0 versus Ginger or versus Astrid. Okay, like 9-1. Okay, this is not good, but in defense, you cannot use this team anymore. because it's a 9-1. Okay. Tough, you cannot use it because it's a 4-6. Okay, so as you see, when people say Lara is useless, they are used for Lara. Okay, like as always. But it's not like top 15 hero to have. Okay, but for example, in progress, you play with Fafnir, you have a Fafnir free. Maybe you have played, as I mentioned before, like I know Chava or Corvus or Luther with Oya Tristan, Kela, Aiden, and then you put in the next team JJ, Lara, and Fafnir because you have your Fafnir free, and your next team probably will be Dante Octavia. Okay. Then the other team where I see Lara working very well is in the Octavia teams. Okay. Very important for Octavia is putting always Lara in third position. Okay. Never in fourth position. Never here. Okay. Never move Octavia to fourth position because then Lara has only 260 of health and it's going to be food of Heidi. Okay. Last position of Octavia team always should have health at least 350 or 400k. And I see again and again in battles, people put in the fourth hero a very weak hero. Okay. Second, in defense, never put Iris because it's hard to counter. And very important, Octavia without Dante is nothing. Dante without Octavia is nothing. So it's always Octavia Dante. I see a lot of times people playing with Octavia alone without Dante, and then there is no sense of value there. Okay. So for me, the team that works is Dante, Heidi, Nebula, and Lara. Nebula will make Lara stronger, will also make the healing and the damage stronger. And this is very good because healing in an Octavia team is very important because a team that can time out very easily. Okay, if it doesn't kill you before. Okay, first point with Fafnir, I saw this team being done. This is the point of this team is you don't know if Fafnir is going to increase Dante, Lara, or Octavia. Okay. The other two options is to put two healers at the end. You have Aiden or you have Martha. Okay, so to kill this team, everyone will think, okay, I have Aiden. Aiden has low health, so I'm going to go Nebula, and Barry, Heidi. I need to have something to kill this team, something to protect it against Lara. Could be something like Aiden, probably. Again, I have noticed this. Aiden, and then probably because it's Lara, low magic defense, you need something that attacks few times, but when attacks does damage. Cesar. Maybe this thing works. Okay, let's see what happens. 7-3. Okay, still works. It's not like easy to beat it. Astaroth, Ambari, Nebula, Cesar, Heidi. Okay, I always do this small change. I put Aiden, I put Martha, I put double tank, I put a single tank, and I say what happened. Maybe I put Siri. Okay, this is a 10-0. Okay, you lose sometimes two heroes and almost third hero, so this could be dangerous. Also, remember that my Dante maybe is about 40 clips, maybe. Okay, so take this into account. Like, but you see, you can beat this. Like, there is an option with this team, but it's not a easy team to beat anyway. So when people say Lara is useless, it's not only good in progress. You can also use with Dante Octavia, and then has a lot of value. Okay. What happened when it's Martha? When it's Martha, it's a lot of health there. All the damage will go to Martha, so it's difficult to kill. It's a very difficult team to kill. Okay. So in my mind, you go with this, the problem of Heidi. My Heidi is maxed out stat magic defense, but it's only glyphs 40. So it doesn't do that much damage. The point of going with this team is doing damage to Martha is risky because you will not kill Martha, but Martha will ultimate faster, which made the whole team to move faster. And it's not what you want in a Dante Octavia team. Okay. Another possibility for me, of course, is let's reduce. So let's put Sesa because you're going to kill your damage dealer if everything goes as expected. Okay. Then let's put Jorgen and Faceless. Faceless stands. Jorgen reduce energy gain. Astaroth burn the energy of Martha. So Martha is very slow to ultimate because it's the best ultimate in the whole game, in my opinion. And then you have Asta that's going to be burning the energy. This thing should be alright, but sometimes probably you will not get 10-0. Okay, 7-3 in this case. So it's not a guarantee. And I can go now if you want to try with TAF. I can go with any team you can have in the top of your mind. I can go with, this is TAF. Then you can go with Astaroth, Satori. Where is Cesar? Astaroth, Satori, Jorgen. Where is Jorgen? Jorgen. Phobos for Martha, and then Faceless. There's another combo usually that you play against Octavia teams. Okay, you can start throwing, but as you see, this team, this Dante, Nebula, Lara, Martha, Octavia is a very difficult team to beat. You can beat it. I know the counter, but from all my heroes, I found only one counter, and it's not a guarantee of 10-0. I got like 49-1, which means every 5 simulations of 10-0, so every 50 simulations, I lost one. Okay, with my current teams. I think the key for this team will be using Arachne to stun as soon as possible Dante. Okay, but as you see, beating this team is going to be difficult. Okay, you play this Dante, Nebula, Lara, Martha, Octavia, it will be difficult. If you play this one here, the Julius Judge, Isaac, so JJ, with Lara and Fafnir, you will not get 10-0 guarantees. There are teams that beat this team, okay? Like super easy to beat this team. Like I can show you with a simple Dante, uh, Tristan Oya with 5 siblings, of course. But then you are using one of the best attacking team to be able to beat this team, okay? That's it, okay? You are using one of the best teams. So now you need to think what they are going to be the other ones to beat this team. So yes, it's easy to beat. The one with Dante Octavia is not that easy at all. Okay, like to find a 10-0. So you see, they are used for Lara in defense. In attack, honestly, like if I want to use physical heroes, I will use Jasmine, I will use Kayla, I will use I don't know, you have Dante, Iris, Octavia. For sure, this will be one of my teams. Then the other one could be tough. You don't need really to use Lara because you can use Artemis, you can use Jasmine, you can use Kayla, you can use Astrid, Ginger, Dark Star, like all these, and particularly Artemis, Jasmine, Kayla are superior heroes in attack than Lara. But in defense, there are some composition that will make you Lara work better. Okay, this is the first video. The second video will be like I'm going to add Lara into Tristan and Oya, and I will show you like multiple teams and if they are good or they are bad. In my opinion, I still don't convince at all whatsoever on using Lara with Oya Tristan. I think using Jasmine, Kayla, or Artemis is a better option. Okay, so hope it helps and see you soon.